All right, welcome to the Stash Box. As I always start my episodes off, I say keep your stuff in a safe, especially if you have children or animals or anything like that. We are a podcast that is in Colorado, so we are illegal, and I am a bud tender in the industry, so I like to just explain rules for out-of-staters when they come here to buy products and just fun facts about these products and what I recommend works the best and most efficiently. And also, these products are what Nikolai and Kane use on their podcast on Into the Looking Glass, our other segment, where they talk about philosophical, esoteric, occultic kind of teachings and history and all that stuff. Just kind of dive into some stuff while they get stony. So anyways, let's dive into the Stash Box. I mainly have chocolate bars today because that's kind of my thing. I like chocolate, especially milk chocolate. It's kind of enhances the old milk, because it's a natural fat. So I feel like they hit me way harder than other chocolates when it has that milk in it, especially this little bad boy. And just so you guys know, these stickers are important. They help tell that you bought this illegally at a dispensary, keeps the police from really fucking with you too much. You do need all your stuff labeled properly here in Colorado if you want it to be legal. Anyways, this is called a full melt bar. I always keep them in the freezer, obviously, but they are milk chocolate. This one specifically hits me like the hardest. They have a nighttime one too that's made with Mad Mint Smash. It's a strain. It's really good. Any mint strain is usually pretty strong indica-wise, so that one puts me to sleep pretty good. And same with this milk chocolate Mile High bar. That one's actually super nice too when it comes to an enhanced strong high. So we also have something Nikolai and Kane tried last night on their podcast. It's called Shrooms. It's basically supposed to be a microdose of what it would feel like if you're on shrooms. I've tried it before as well, and I would say it's very disappointing. Nikolai and Kane, I think, would say the same thing. Makes your body feel just kind of weird. I definitely didn't get any visuals at all. Ate half the bar, if not more than half the bar. And yeah, it just felt weird. Felt worse than what you'd be on like an edible. I would much rather have taken 100 milligrams or 50 milligrams of THC rather than this. This has no shrooms in it. It is literally just cannabinoids and deltas, so like Delta 11, Delta 8, Delta shit like that. I don't know about that stuff. That was like one of the first times I've ever tried any deltas, and it just fucked with my stomach. It made me not feel good, didn't feel right. When I'm on shrooms, I feel fantastic. Same with on weed. With this, I did not. I felt like I was like overdosing on CBD or something. If you take too much CBD, your stomach a lot of times feels really weird. So that's all that felt like to me. It did not do much for me. So anyways, let's continue. Have the Incredibles. They're always super tasty. I really like the orange peel one. That one is that's actually what got me into Incredibles. It's just such a good taste. That orange inside chocolate is just amazing and has a really nice high. So this is the medical one, 1,000 milligrams. Recreational would be 100 milligrams. Unless you have your medical card here in Colorado, you cannot get more than 800 milligrams per day at a dispensary. So anything over that is technically illegal. So anyways, those are really nice though. Pop one chunk of that, pretty good for the day. Especially if you chase it down with some milk. Like I said, that milk enhances. Then we got Keef Cola. These are always good. Anything liquid usually hits you a little bit quicker and kind of differently. Kind of hits you a little bit harder than most edibles, because with edibles, sometimes they get caught up in the fat and enzymes and they don't fully get digested. You lose some of it. They say with gummies, you actually only get like 60 to 80% of that THC and the processed food, I guess, like part of it. Like it only processes so much of it because it's a food, so it gets lost in your system. Liquids don't really get lost. Same with powders, like Ripple or the Mix. I definitely recommend Ripple over the Mix, but those are like instant. They hit you within about 5-15 minutes. You just pour them in a drink and they don't process through the liver. They just hit you immediately. and you get like 100%, I think, of that, or at least 90% of all of that. Transdermals, those are like lotions or stuff that you stick to your skin. That you get 100% of because it goes straight into the bloodstream, basically. Like the patches, Mary Medicinal patches, you put those on, goes right into the bloodstream. So, yeah, you do science, do some research on this shit. Like, there's a lot of science behind it, I guess I should say. But, like I said, a lot of it gets lost in the system and whatnot. So find what is the most efficient and what's going to hit you the hardest. These are random. They're just an old sample from back in the day that I still haven't ate. They're called Yeti gummies. I haven't ate them personally because I had them a couple of years ago when they very first got put on the market, because I was working at Kansas City, and the dad of the dude who owned Kansas City is the one who makes these. He has a farm called Yeti Farms. They make only Yeti weed, and Yeti OG or anything Yeti wise is a really good indica, really good strain. But I just did not like the gummies. Not much of a high, and the taste wasn't very good. But I do hear in the last couple of years they did improve them, and they taste a lot better. Like I said, if you're going for indica kind of high, Yeti OG, which is the strain in these, are usually pretty efficient. So, yeah, fun fact, especially if you're in Colorado. I guess you guys probably learned something from all this as well. But yeah, like I said, powders, transdermals, those are going to be some of the more effective, biggest bang for your buck when it comes to not getting lost in your system and all that. So anyways, I'm sure there's some other stuff I wanted to tackle, but just so you guys have an idea of some of the edibles that are out there chocolate bar wise. Like I said, they got the fake stuff for shrooms and whatnot, but if you're looking for that shroom high, don't waste your time with those knockoffs, because they don't do anything but make you feel sick. It's not that natural high that you're looking for. So anyways, stay tuned to the Stash Box and Into the Looking Glass. Like I said, these are the products that Kane and Nikolai take a bunch of before they get all stony and into their conversations. So thank you guys. Take it easy.